PS4. As a kind of an antidote somewhat to the Outlast footage I've been putting up recently, I thought I would do just a quick 15 minutes of the first couple of days of Don't Starve, a kind of a brief tutorial. I'll do a couple more of these. I'll get rid of this, you don't need to watch that. This is one of my favourite games to play at the moment. I love Don't Starve. It's got this lovely quirky art style. It looks like it's going to be some kind of really easy, simple little game. It isn't. It's a hard as nails survival game. Pick up these gold nuggets. Well, what I'm going to do is I'll walk you through the first couple of days so you know what you're supposed to be getting. So first thing to do is to pick stuff up. Grass is very important. I'll come to that later. But what we're really looking for is flint and sticks. These are the two fundamentally important things to get as soon as possible. Nighttime kills you. There's sticks in this game, so if you haven't got some form of light source by that time, you will just get owned. This is a sinkhole which leads you to a big underground area, which is quite fun. There's big bunnies in it. So we're going to look, and this looks like a good place to get these little stone areas, and it's quite simple to pick up, hopefully, flint. There we are. There's some flint. So what I'm going to do with the flint, most important thing is pick the flint up. Now on the L2 button, you've got this little menu here, which is your crafting menu. Okay, so I'm going for an axe. I will make myself an axe, grab some more twigs because they're always very useful, and grass because I need grass to make a fire, and then with the axe, right, knock down the tree. So get some resources, get some wood. Now I'll talk about the HUD at the top there. If you look in the top right hand corner, there is a little sun shape. The yellow bit is daytime. The kind of red bit is dusk, where you're not in danger from the darkness, but some of the nasty mobs like spiders will come looking for you rather than just hide away. And then that dark blue bit at the top there, that is nighttime. And when nighttime hits, it gets very difficult. If you haven't got a light, you're going to be killed. There's something lurking in the darkness. I think it's got a girl's name, can't remember what it is, but it will kill you pretty much straight away. Later on you can keep beehives and breed bees to get honey. I'm going to grab some more flint, 2 flint, and I can then have a pickaxe, which is a very useful thing to have as well. Let's go over here. So I can get some more flint over this stony area. Ah, food! Now the name of the game is Don't Starve, so you collect food. Some of the first food you're going to come across are berries. Grab those. Now back to the HUD. We've got the heart shape, funnily enough, is your health. We'll go over here. And the one on the left hand side is a stomach, so that tells you how hungry you are. Make a pick, and I will equip the pick. Now down here on R2 is your inventory. Now you can just use the right stick to scroll through, and as you can see there's shortcuts on top of each one that's activated by the D-pad. So I'll go to the pick now. I can equip that. I can bash through this big boulder. These boulders have got gold in them, and gold is very good for certain types of crafting. So you've got various environments. This is kind of a plains land. You've got a nice green area here. It's just grassy, generally so has plenty of food on it. How many bits of grass have I got? Good, I've got enough. Okay, come over here. Oh, some more of this stuff with gold. Now what you're looking for really, and you've got to pick your spot, you want a spot to make a base camp. You wander around this, and they're massive maps. It's a massive map. And you can find all sorts of interesting bits and pieces, but you do need a base of operations. I'm going to ignore the niter, it's useless. It's used for making explosives, which you need much later in the game. So it's now dusk, so although I'm not in immediate danger, I've got to start thinking about finding nighttime and say if there are any particularly spiders nearby, they'll be out and about hunting for me. I think I've got enough of those now. This is good. Map is a touchpad. Press down on the touchpad in the middle and you get the map. Zoom in using L1, zoom out using L2. So far, not bad. It's a very comprehensive map. Gravestones are great. You eventually can make a shovel. You can dig up the gravestones, which does affect your sanity. Oh yes, I forgot. The little brain shape at the bottom. that currently has a down arrow in it. That's your sanity, and as your sanity goes down, and sanity goes down from being attacked by baddies from night time and dusk, it'll automatically start going down. And also, if you're in the presence of certain things on the environment, as well as rain. Rain will make your sanity go down. Now, if your sanity gets down too low, you start hallucinating. And eventually you get so insane that your hallucinations will attack and kill you. So you've got to keep your sanity up. And you do that by eating food, you do that by inventing things with the science machine. I'm not sure we'll get around to looking at that today. You also can make a garland of flowers and various bits of headwear that during the day increase your sanity. It won't stop it going down at night, but you wander around during the day and it will keep you sane. Not finding very much food, which is a bit alarming. I've only got one lot of berries. So you can quite happily wander around as much as you like in the dusk. Eventually you are going to need to find a little home. I'm going to grab some more sticks and grass. Very, very important commodities in Don't Starve. So, and pick as many of them up as you can. Now what I generally look for is there's grassy areas, plain areas. They're useful because they have two things on them generally. There is rabbits. Rabbits you can trap using a snare, and they're a great source of food. And they respawn. You catch one, you pick up the trap, you put it back over where the rabbit hole is, and as soon as the rabbit pops up again, or another rabbit pops up, you trap them. Oh, right, let's make a fire quickly. This is a fire. I'm going to make a normal campfire. Now essentially I'm now trapped. As soon as it gets dark, and it's about to turn dark now, and I will put a log on the fire. If I go into darkness too far, I will just be killed. So as long as I stay in the light of the fire, I am safe. If I go out of the light of the fire, I will be attacked, and I'll probably be dead in 2 hits. So I'm going to stay over here. Now, when it comes to food, berries we've got here, you can eat them raw, but it is much better to cook them. You need a fire to cook them. You just left press on the D-pad, it cooks them. And the advantage of cooking them is they not only increase your hunger, but they also increase your health, so if you've been damaged. So if you watch, when I eat, there'll be little green circles going around my stomach and my heart. Oh, I haven't taken any damage, so that's why the heart isn't crashing. But my hunger has now gone up a little bit. I can also, if I want to, eat seeds. Eating seeds does help health as well, particularly if you cook them. Petals can be eaten. Each petal will restore 1 point of health. See from here you get 150 health with Wilson. This is the character. There are various different characters the more you move through the game. You can eat petals, but the best thing to do with petals is to get 12 of them. You make a little garland out of them, pop it on your head, and that makes your sanity going up during the day. It'll eventually rot and go off. Gold is used in various different machines. The science machine, which is the first one you make, which will give you far more.
Hi there, sorry for the sudden change in sound quality. Unfortunately, the recording I was doing at that point, the microphone into the controller stopped working. So what I'll do is just for the rest of the video, I'll just do a voiceover kind of and dub it on over the top. So I was talking about the science machine. The science machine, you need some gold and some stone. That allows you to make lots of other little bits of equipment. Oh, started to rain. Rain isn't good. If it starts raining too hard, it does actually affect your sanity, and your sanity can start going down. Although you can make an umbrella to stop that happening. This is the little plainy areas. This is one of the best places to set up shop. I always try to set up in plains, particularly if they've got beefalo. You will meet beefalo in another video. The beefalo are great because they produce poop, and poop can be used to make farms so you can grow your own food, so you're not having to range about trying to find stuff all the time. Also, these plains lands, generally, you can see a little rabbit there, bless him, generally have lots and lots of rabbits on them, and rabbits are a great source of food. You can trap them, and then you can keep them in chests for as long as you like, as long as you don't kill them, and they're a great source of food through the winter. Now, yeah, essentials at the moment, grabbing plenty of grass and carrots. just because I'm going to have something to eat whilst I'm trying to find a way to kind of produce food myself. Okay, so Wilson is the first character you get. There are a number of characters. The longer you survive, the more characters you unlock. So I think at day 10 you unlock 2 new characters, and then if you manage to survive, it's only when you die you get new characters, so you have to have been killed. But if you survive 10 days you unlock the first, then if you have a character who lasts I think 15 days you get another one. And there are a number of really interesting, quirky and slightly stupid characters that you're able to unlock. I think this is where I decided to set up camp, certainly for now. So again, looking at this, there's a road, always a good idea to set up camp nearby a road. There's plenty of trees around, there are sticks. They will eventually regrow. Later you can then get a shovel. Once you've got your science machine, you can dig them up and replant them, which is really good. You can also dig up berry bushes and these grass tufts, and you can then replant them around your camp, so you're not having to run around for miles and miles trying to find stuff. Blooming turkeys. They are a nightmare to catch. Best thing to do with them is either get one of the ranged weapons that's available later on. My favourite is the boomerang, or to corner them and then make sure they can't run away and hit them with your axe or a spear until you get drumsticks from them. Good source of food. I'm not going to chase around after one right now. You can see the butterflies flying around there on the flowers. Butterflies are useful later because you can actually get a beehive. So you can catch bees in a net, and you have to destroy a beehive to get various components from it, and you can make your own beehive, which produces honey, which is good for food, but it's also good for one of the healing potions you can do. But for the bees to be happy, they have to have flowers around them, and for some strange reason, this game decided that if you catch butterflies in a net and you then plant them into the ground, they turn into flowers. So if you do later on have a beehive, you do need to trap flowers and plant them. Here we go. So that is a fire pit. That's a permanent source of heat and light, not just the fire that I had earlier on. And that means that you can come back. Generally that means it's a good place to build a camp. So you put your permanent fire pit down. All you need to do is to add a fuel source to it, which can be logs, which can be grass, twigs. You can dig up turf. If you make a pitchfork, you can dig turf up, which will do it. Oh, here goes the science machine. Lovely. You can also use poop as well on the fire. And on the science machine here, we are various things that you can make. So now I've got a shovel. I make a shovel, and the shovel allows me to dig certain things up and replant them. Also, one of the great things about the shovel, if you notice when I've been chopping down the trees, it leaves a stump in the ground. What you can do is then use the shovel to dig the stump up, which gives you an extra piece of wood. That's a trap I've just made. I'm going to pop that over the top of a rabbit burrow, and when the rabbit comes out of his hole in the morning, he'll get caught in the trap. Then I can pick the trap up, and then I can murder the rabbit and eat it for breakfast. I'm going to make a hay wall. So there's fortifications that you can make, which are useful. Rope. I think I'm on the cusp of making a spear here. So you need twigs, flint, and rope for a spear, and that's your principal and easy to get to weapon. That's its principal function, is to hit stuff really hard, so you don't get eaten. And certainly when you get to around about day 9 or 10, you will be attacked by big hounds of death. You see there's tons of things you can get there. Snares, there is the garland of flowers, rabbit earmuffs, 2 rabbits and a stick. Ouch. Straw hat, beefalo hat. Beefalo hat's really useful. Beefalos are great, but every so often they go into their mating season, and they get red bottoms, and if you wander past them in the mating season, they will attack you. If you've got a beefalo hat, not only does it improve your defense, also means you don't get cold so quickly in winter, but also means the beefalos, if they are in the mating season, don't attack you. That will eventually wear out. So we're coming towards the end of this particular recording now. I'm going to continue part 2, should be up very shortly, and thankfully the recording did work properly all the way through that. I'll continue with a few more days, certainly see if we can get up to the big attack by the puppies, and then we'll move on, and I can show you perhaps one of the characters I've had going for over 80 days now with all the bits and pieces he's got. So as always, happy gaming, and I'll speak to you soon. Take care. Bye bye for now.